for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This runs for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini Mafex, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you from San Diego Comic-Con 2018. Standing here with Dwight Stahl. Ryan. Sorry, I always forget your name, Ryan. I'm so sorry. But, all right, we're getting into Marvel Legends for 2018 and beyond into 2019. So I just want to preface this by saying that I think you guys are doing a very good job. Everything you guys are doing, I'm pretty much on board with. But I do have a lot of tough questions. The Black Panther stuff, since you guys revealed some of that stuff yesterday. M'Baku, is he going to be the Build-A-Figure for that wave? Or?
Yes. Yeah, M'Baku is the Build-A-Figure for Black Panther Wave 2 coming out around December.
And are we going to see Shuri? We see a silhouette of Shuri there. Are we going to actually see her this weekend?
Is that who it is?
I think so.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious. No, yeah, we have announced that she is coming in 2019. So she will not be a part of the Black Panther second wave, but she will be coming in 2019 for definite.
Got you. So maybe a possibility that we'll actually see a mock-up of her or something more towards the actual figure at the panel, maybe?
Yeah, we just weren't able to have a prototype here for San Diego. But as soon as we're able to, we can probably get her out there.
All right, Bucky Cat mold. Are we going to see that go away at some point soon?
I won't say go away, but we did discuss with our teams just as recently as last week that every so many years when these tools start to wear out, you got to retool them, right? So when that tool starts to get into that point again where it's time to re-up and do it again, we were discussing as a time to relook at doing something different and varying it, and kind of like we did a couple years ago when we gave you the new bodies on the Spider-Man.
Right, that's why I'm asking, because of those new bucks like Spider-Man 2099 and Bullseye, which a lot of collectors seem to really, really like. So that was one of the questions that I got on the video was, are we going to see the end of the Bucky Cap now that these newer bucks have the butterfly joints and great articulation?
Listen to you guys, because like when we made Bucky up, you're like, this is the best thing ever.
True.
And now you're saying,
Hey, collectors are fickle, you know that. So
yeah, we definitely, we would, if we have the time and if we can prepare appropriately, when those types of things come up, yes, we would like to make a new, just slightly varied, same scale, but clean them up, make them fresh again.
What about the Grim Reaper mold? I don't want to see it go away, but I've seen some people say that the shoulders are a bit of an issue when you're articulating the shoulders and trying to put the shoulders up, that they might scrape. So is there any plans to update that at all?
No, but thanks for the pointer. We'll look at it. We'll see if there's something that we can adjust in the tooling to alleviate that wear point.
All right, last time I talked to you guys, we talked about Toys R Us and the fact that Toys R Us was going away here in America. Looks like a few of them are still hanging around in Canada, but what's the plan for distribution right now? Has anything really changed with Toys R Us gone, or are you guys pretty much still on target with everything now that you're in Target and Walgreens and all these other places?
We're working. I mean, it's definitely a big change, and we're working through it.
Yeah, we kind of focus on making the product. It's great that the fan appetite is there. I just told previously that distribution kind of has a way of working itself out. Our sales and marketing teams, are best in class when it comes to working with retail partners. So regardless of who it is, we'll continue making product and it'll get out there. You'll see new people come in and you'll see existing partners continue.
What about the Army Builders? Since you guys put those out, the Hydra ones, as a true exclusive, does that mean that's going to change now? Will it be a Target exclusive? Or if you guys continue with Army Builders, those packs, is it going to be a Target exclusive or Walgreens or something like that?
I don't think it'd be fair to try to give you a home for that today. But we do have plans to continue doing products similar to that. And when we get the right items, we actually go out and we pitch it to multiple accounts sometimes. We have a whole sales team. Lucy rocks it for our exclusives team, and we work with her, and she comes back to us with what the accounts are asking for. So we use that knowledge along with our team's knowledge and passion to put the right products at the right places. The Hydra one went to Toys R Us last year. We're working on some new stuff similar to that, and we're just trying to look for the right place for it to have the best success.
Okay, what about 3 3/4 inch figures? Are you guys gonna be retiring that line at some point, or I'm asking because I'm wondering if that is the case, if you guys are going to stop doing 3 3/4 inch, would that mean that that time and money and those resources will actually go to the 6-inch line? So that's kind of 2 questions.
3 3/4 inch is, right now we're doing some Gamerverse figures for it, right? We have the 2 packs. The newest one's coming out, which is the Spider-Man and Mr. Negative, right?
Yep, so we have 3 Gamerverse 2 packs, which you guys are aware of, for Contest of Champions and Marvel vs. Capcom. I think it's just a matter of how you look at it. It's when you just retire mean you never go back. It's clearly we're not doing as many 3
Well, maybe hiatus is a better word.
Yeah, hiatus. So it's clearly on hiatus because we're not pumping out new stuff.
I mean, Michael Jordan retired once, and then he became a baseball player.
Yeah, but he came back with the 45.
Twice.
He wasn't as
See?
strong, though, so it wasn't the same when he came back.
I'm not as strong as I was, you know.
No, you're better. You guys are getting better and better. Don't say that. What about serial numbers? People complaining about the serial numbers on the back of the thighs of the figures. Can we move them to the foot or some other inconspicuous place?
Appreciate that comment. We do need to have those coatings on there for the factory tracking and everything else. But we'll look at it. Maybe we can look at doing different colors, a more subtle color so it's more hidden, and we'll definitely work. We do, you know, our engineer often does try to find other spots to make them less noticeable. But we'll see if we can go as far as maybe more subtler colors. And yeah, we'll see if we can move them. We'll look.
Is there any plans to introduce, we talked about this last time at Toy Fair as well, but is there any plans now to introduce a new female buck with maybe a better range of motion, more articulation? Is that in the works at all? I'm bringing that up because recently, I hate doing this, but recently I got the Jaina Solo figure from Star Wars Black Series, and I had no clue that that figure has such a good range of motion. She's pretty well articulated for a female figure. So is there any plans for you guys to introduce something new and maybe see how the fans are receptive to that or not, and see what's up?
I stole the Jaina Solo figure from the Star Wars sculpting's office and took it to my Marvel sculptor.
Did you?
Said, look at the, you know, and I said, this is a single elbow, which you guys know I love. I go, but look at how far it goes.
Right, exactly.
So they get that in that particular instance, we are looking at it. For the double elbow lovers, Proxima has double elbows.
Yes, she does.
There's another female coming next year with double elbows as well. So we're still, you know, after many years of you guys hitting me in the head, I'm starting to kind of like, maybe if I just give them 1 or 2, and they'll start being a little bit nicer to me.
Just know,
being nicer to me?
I'm always nice to you. Come on. Just know that that is something that people really, really want to see, is the females having the same range of motion, or at least similar to the males. So something new for a female would be really well received, I think.
We're working to bring some of the talents from all of our sculpting teams and taking some of the learnings from other teams to bring over, and when we see good ideas, we're stealing.
All right, that's good to know. Any plans for an Iron Man themed wave? And if so, does it have to coincide with the movie, or is it something that you guys would do just by itself?
Would it be movie-based or comic?
Does it have to be movie-based in order for you to do an Iron Man themed wave?
I mean, we have our X-Men themed waves right now, right? And those are all based on classic stuff at this point in time. I think we're going to have a lot of interesting conversations over the next years. You know, after Avengers 4 wraps up, and who knows where Marvel's going to go, but we've got some amazing Avengers characters like Cap and Thor and Iron Man. And with and without the movie slate yet known to the public, you know, those are incredibly popular characters, and they've done well for us in the past when we did have, you know, Iron Man waves and stuff. So I think all those things would be on the table for discussion. There's no plans to announce anything past where we're at today, but I think there's going to be a lot of, you know, debates on how we handle these characters going forward, you know, with the MCU and alongside the MCU.
Well, talking about MCU, do you guys have any plans for non-Netflix characters in figure form, like maybe people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or maybe Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, or something like that?
Is that stuff you guys want to see?
I think so. It's it was a question that I got a lot on my video, so.
I'd like to. I mean, we like to celebrate all of Marvel's many, you know, symbiotic tendrils as possible. So I'm game. You know, I think it's, you know, trying to find the right item, and if it's mainline, fantastic. If it's exclusive, we got to find the right account that's excited for those types of items. As the shows grow, as they become more successful, and S.H.I.E.L.D's on many seasons. now, and I'm open to it.
All right, just a few rapid fire questions. I know we don't have much time left. Well, maybe not even a question, just suggestions. Watcher, Build-A-Figure maybe. Multiple Man. I do have a question about Multiple Man. You know people want an army build. Why didn't you guys make that the 2 per case for the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure?
Because everyone would be saying I can't get Tiger Stripe Wolverine.
No, people are going to get Wolverine no matter what.
But they wouldn't be able to find the Wolverine.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But that was definitely a gripe of people. They wanted to get more Multiple Men. Updating the packages on Marvel Legends maybe to reduce on swaps. I mean, I know you guys pretty much already made your money after they go to retail, and that might not be a huge concern, but there is a lot of like figure swapping at retail and people repackaging figures. Maybe something to think about for locking down the packages a bit more or trying something new. I actually like the packaging, maybe nothing new, but something to kind of make it more secure. I don't know. 10th anniversary figures, is that going to be its own line at some point, or is it just now 10 years is here now and that's it and it's going to go away, or what?
We're celebrating it for 2018 specifically because that is a Marvel Studios marketing campaign. We're always looking for opportunities to go back and do figures that we didn't do the first time, whether there's a specific program or not, so definitely stay tuned for more. We know we're nowhere near completing the universe, so we're working on it.
Two things. I got tricked with the T'Chaka figure. I thought that was actually soft goods, but it was just softer plastic. You guys have any plans for anything that's like cloth on any of the figures?
We use cloth when we have to. I'm personally not a big fan of it at the scale.
I do like the way that looked, though. It looks really good. It looks like it is cloth. So
thanks. Soft goods are very expensive, and they don't give that richness of the folds and the things. It's really difficult to do, especially at this scale. So I like to stay away from it where at all possible. But there are been occasions like Hela, the classic one, had a fabric cape. So. Never say never. It's not a big focus of ours, but when it's needed, we will go there.
All right, final question. What's the process for selecting characters, or what's the process for selecting characters and the schedule from when you guys figure out you're going to do a particular character to its inception to making that character?
Well, I mean, that's the first step in the process. You got to align with Marvel and everyone internally on who to do, and then you get to the sculpting phase. So I'd say, well over.
How often are you guys saying, you know what, I'm a fan of this character, I want to see this made?
All the time. All the time. Yeah, we have there's about 4 or 5 of us that argue over what we think makes the strongest wave, and when we have something together that as a core team we're pleased with, we have to pitch it to our management and to Disney to make sure Disney Marvel is okay with it too, and they always have their suggestion. Our management doesn't have so much figure selection opinions, but Disney Marvel definitely does, and we work with them to come up with a lineup that we think is right.
So any plans for polls for us?
I think we're out of time, sorry.
Any plans for polls?
Sorry.
polls to poll the fans. You guys have done that in the past, but anything soon? All right, I'm out of here. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you too.
That's crispy.